Hey YouTube. So I wanted to do a quick inspection video on one of my stronger hives. I've kind of neglected these hives this year. I'll let you see the front. This particular hive setup is a deep and a half for the brood chamber. So the bottom box and this box are the brood chamber. And then essentially these two top boxes are supers, but I suspect that I probably got some laying happening in this box. And I just recently put the super back on after harvesting. In fact, it's kind of crooked there, so I need to straighten that up. But let's get inside this box and see what's going on. First, I'm going to throw a little smoke in the front door, find a place to set the camera here. Sorry for all the jostling. Hopefully you can see. Just give them a little puff puff in the door here. And a little bit under the lid. We'll let that soak in, so to speak. Today I am working in a vented suit. This one's called Cool Shield. I like it a lot. I'm in shorts and sandals. I don't recommend that. Wear protection. Don't be stupid like me. You probably get to see me get stung on video today. If you see me running in that direction very quickly, it's because I got stung or I'm about to get stung. The smoke agitated them, I can tell. There's quite a lot of activity on the cover of the hive today. And you'll see, and you'll notice a bunch of bees. I don't know if you can see down that side coming off of the lid, wondering what just happened. Got a couple of dead bees in the top, which is unusual. And they weren't squished from previous inspections. They were dead for other reasons. I see one red ant. I'm not really concerned about him too much. And I don't see any beetles on top of the inner cover, but I suspect I'll see a few under. The bottom of the lid has quite a few bees on it. And I see 1, 2, 3, 4 beetles. Normally I would take the time to squish them, but I'll let the bees run them off today. Top box is full of bees. This was a honey super that I put back on empty. I'm going to take one of the frames out just to see if they're back filling it with nectar. Looks like they've done some cleanup work on it. Hive smells good. Yeah, they're back filling it with nectar. That's fantastic. Now, I don't anticipate pulling any more honey off of them this year. You can tell a lot about a hive by how it smells. And this one smells very nice. I'll lean the box up and kind of let you take a look. This stuff here is propolis. It's bee glue. They've glued down every frame. You can see the glue there, 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 and there. I'm going to just set this box off to the side and inspect the next one. Again, this one's also a super. It's actually one that I put on before removing the other honey super. It doesn't appear to be any significant activity on these 5 frames, but I've got one frame here on the outside that I'd really like to take a look at. And in order to do that, I have to move this frame out of the way. one's got some weight to it because there's nectar in it. So they are working this frame. Set this one off to the side here. This is the frame I'm interested in. It's glued down pretty good. It's got some weight to it. Yeah, so I can't see your side, but my side's completely full of nectar. Yeah, your side is too. This is capped, and most of it's capped, so I could actually harvest that this year, but depending on what I see from a food source perspective and the other boxes, I'll probably let them keep that. This is a very strong hive, but our nectar flow is pretty much over here in Virginia. And leaving them with nothing during a dearth would pretty much doom the hive. I had a hive last year that starved late summer because I didn't keep a close eye on their food and I didn't feed them. I don't typically feed them unless I have to, but I will do emergency feeding. Now this should technically be a brood frame, a brood box rather. But I see evidence of honey stores, so I'm gonna check and make sure she's not honey bound. Her numbers seem good, so I suspect that she's doing fine, has plenty of place to lay. But I do want to inspect this box. I'll start keeping an eye out for the queen. I really should do that even in the top boxes. She can go wherever she wants. She doesn't typically travel into the supers. That's pretty much just an undrawn frame. This particular one's been drawn out. This one's full of nectar. Well, not full, but it's 3/4 full of nectar. The next one appears to just be a straight honey frame. In fact, the next couple do, which is good. I took what I wanted from this hive, and this one's nectar and pollen, but I do see that she's starting to use the bottom edge, I think, for some larvae on that side. But that's completely honey on this side. This hive has definitely been my star performer this year. I did 2 splits off the same hive, and it still produced a really good amount of honey. I'm hoping you can see some of this. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. This frame has a little bit of everything. Well, no, it doesn't have brood, but yeah, it's got a little. So, if you've never seen a frame before, this is not a good example of brood. Sorry for all the jostling. But this cap thing here is brood. These multicolored cells here are pollen, and this stuff down here is all honey. Right now the bees are actually, some of them are eating some of the honey because they smelled the smoke and they're reacting. Hopefully the next frame has more brood and less food. Oh, I found the queen. I'm going to keep her over the hive here and see if I can get you to her. She's going around the bottom right now. I'm going to turn the frame over, and I'll try to point to her. And she's right in the middle, right there. Wow, this is hard to do with one hand. Alright, so she's right there. Isn't she a beauty? My queens are not marked, as you can see. And she doesn't like the sunlight. There's a lot of larvae, which means she's doing her job. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna watch where she is. She's crawled to this side now. Now she's back to that side. I'm gonna place this frame gently against the other. And rather than wedging in that frame I took out, I'm gonna move this one gently. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of space. I've got a bee in my shorts. Move these honey frames back over. Now, I was kind of curious about how she's using the bottom box. And I know where she is, so I could probably safely inspect the bottom box, but I know the numbers on this hive are really strong. I know they have food. I know they have a healthy queen, and I don't see signs of pests. So anything else I do is out of my own curiosity and really not for the well-being of the bees. Given that that's the fact, I'm going to go ahead and close this box up and let them keep on doing what they do best.